Street Talk and other stuff. Thanks for tuning in on this fine Monday morning. It's good to have you. I hope things are well. It's a good time of the year. We still got some summer left, so hang in there, good weather. But look, I appreciate you tuning in, and I've got an important show today. A gentleman here who previously met before under different circumstances, evidently, but recently reacquainted. There's just a lot of issues with our veterans that we as a community can help with. And I really appreciate the fact that the attitude about veterans has changed over the course of time. And I'm going to encourage you to do something. Every time I see a person wearing a veteran's hat or a shirt, I thank them for their service. Okay, I make it a point. Drives my wife crazy because sometimes I walk halfway across Safeway to go up to a guy, particularly somebody with a Vietnam veteran's hat, and say, hey, thank you for your service. But hey, Street Talk and other stuff. I got a good show, so you stick around. We will be right back.
Tour Moses Lake just a gas tank away. With its abundance of outdoor activities, Moses Lake is a great place to visit. From fishing and boating to exploring the city's attractions, there is no shortage of things to do. Whether you're enjoying any one of the variety of restaurants with the family or an adventure-filled day with friends, Moses Lake has something for everyone. TourMosesLake.com and start your adventure today.
Welcome to Mountain Chick Floral, your go-to flower and plant shop in downtown Wenatchee. Explore their wide variety of unusual and fun plants. And when you buy a plant in a container, they'll pot it up for you absolutely free. Birthday or weddings, they'll create the perfect floral arrangement for you. Brighten up your office with fresh blooms delivered to your door or business. Ask about floral subscriptions. Visit Mountain Chick Floral today, where every occasion is a reason to celebrate with flowers. Now there are even more reasons to meet at the Pybus Market. Outdoor dining and tastings, the fabulous Farmers Market, Saturday artisans on the concourse, and your favorites all week long. No matter the reason, it's always time to meet at the Pybus Market. Pybus Market, where community meets.
You trust the same doctor for your health and the same dentist for your smile. Trust Global Car Care to keep your vehicle running strong. We track your car's history so it gets the right care at the right time. With our 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on parts and labor, you'll drive away with confidence. Global Car Care, your automotive experts. We service all makes and models, but specialize in Sprinter vans, Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen, and BMW. Call or visit us today.
Good. Okay, we're back. Street Talk and other stuff. Very happy to introduce Cortland Martin. Cortland, how are you, buddy?
I'm good.
Good to see you. And you are a Navy veteran.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so stop calling me sir. I was a sergeant. I worked for a living, okay?
All right.
Yeah, but no, it's fine. It's fine. Thank you for your service. All right,
Appreciate
but look, you are the man behind an organization called Tour of Duty.
Yes, sir.
All right, now I'm going to ask you.
Sorry. Yeah,
it's okay. It's okay.
I'm not sorry. I'm sorry. You know what I mean.
All right, but before we get into that, tell us something about yourself, you know.
Well, I came up here. You know, I was raised in the community.
Really? Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I actually graduated out of Leavenworth.
All right.
Cascade. You know, Leavenworth, Washington, not Kansas, right?
Yes, I'm aware of that.
So I said that on a podcast, and they're like, wait a minute, really? To be clear, right? So I'm a local kid, currently live here in East Wenatchee. Got a family, you know, wife, 2 kids.
Cool. All right, how long have you been married?
11 years this month.
Man.
Yeah. So
2 kids, boy and a girl, or
yeah,
what?
Yeah, boy and a girl. Cool. Right. Daughter is graduated and on her way. And
oh, cool! She graduated from Eastmont.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, my granddaughter just graduated.
Oh, awesome! Very cool.
Yeah.
It's crazy. A little much.
Tell me about it. Yeah, tell me about it.
A little much. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, I've been 10 years, 1 month, and 1 day in the Navy.
All right. Okay.
I worked as a crash fire rescue guy, essentially. Yeah. So firefighter on a flight deck.
Yeah. So your service entailed 3 different carriers, right?
So 2. Right? So I did 1 tour on the USS Nimitz.
Okay.
I went to a shore duty on San Clemente Island. And then I went to the USS Ford, which is a pre-commissioning ship. And
Okay,
then
so like we said earlier, you're a plank owner.
yes, sir.
Plank owner is somebody who is in the crew on a ship when it's first commissioned. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So we went through that whole process. So you can be a plank owner and not go through the commissioning, right? So you can be a part of that crew that leads to that commissioning. So just before commissioning, I was injured and sent to a medical review.
Okay.
Which is where the Navy said, "Hey, man, you're too busted up. You got to go home."
Okay, well, let me ask you another question about your Navy career.
Sure.
Are you a salamander or a pollywog?
Oh no, Hollywood. You don't hear that very often.
I know. Well, go ahead and explain that. Okay.
You go from a grimy pollywog to a shellback, right?
Oh, a shellback.
So
That's
I'm a
right.
shellback
I'm sorry,
technically.
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
So I'll give you that one.
Okay.
But yes, I am a shellback.
Okay, and
So-
that means you've crossed the equator.
Yeah,
right?
so there's different variations.
Okay.
You can cross the equator and the time and date line, right? Like two separate different lines, and that's like a golden shellback. Well, I'm just a crusty old shellback. Nothing too spectacular. So yeah.
What was the ceremony like? I mean, they do this. They have this ceremony.
Oh yeah,
You know,
and the tradition.
Yeah.
So it was fun. I don't want to give out too much detail, right? I would say go kind of Google that.
Yeah.
The reason I say that is because there is some traditions there, right?
Right.
But you wake up early by being woke up and drug out your rack or have you. And then there's lots of water, as you can imagine. There is plenty of dunnage that you are slipping and sliding through.
Yeah, okay.
And do you know what non-skid is?
No.
So non-skid is something they put on the flight deck where aircraft can land.
So it makes it not slippery.
Right, it gives traction. It's not like your average asphalt roads. It is like the most coarse sandpaper you've ever had in your life. It's like gluing, almost gluing 5/8 minus to some steel and having an aircraft land on it, right? So you're crawling around on your hands and knees. You're doing the slip and slide on that stuff. So it sounds crazy and it sounds like painful stuff, but it's a blast.
But yeah, it was Navy tradition. Was there any involvement in kissing any part of King Neptune's
the ring?
anatomy?
The ring,
okay,
not the
all right.
anatomy. Yeah, no, definitely not.
I thought there was some, some keister kissing.
No, not in my time. Now back when the old timers were in that, then probably.
Well, that's one thing I wish I had from my dad, because he was a shellback as well from World War II.
Oh,
And he had the certificate.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember it was in the drawer of his dresser. I just forgot about it till after they moved out here from New Jersey. My sister had a lot of stuff left over from my dad, but that was not there. But I would have loved to have had that certificate. So
there might be a way to get that. Maybe we
Really?
can talk about that after.
Okay,
Might
all right.
be. I just went through the process and I don't remember all the details, but yeah, there could be.
Okay. All right. Well,
depending.
again, thanks for your service. All right. Very much appreciate that. Okay. But tour of duty.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. Okay.
Wow, that's kind of loaded. There's a lot there.
All right. Well, we got a few minutes to talk about it.
All right.
So.
Well, so Tour of Duty is a nonprofit based here in the Wenatchee Valley.
Sure.
We serve veterans, active duty, and the unaccompanied. The unaccompanied, most folks don't understand what that means, but that is a veteran or active duty person who passes away with no friends or family to assist in their funeral services.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So back where this thing kind of all started was back in March of 2020, I believe. I found out about a veteran who is in not hospice, but assisted living, that type of stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Here locally, and somebody had relayed that information to another individual. That other individual was Jose Solis, who is now a good friend of mine and a board member for the nonprofit.
Ah, cool.
So he had posted it. I caught wind of it, and at the time I was in real estate, so I was doing live videos on Facebook twice a day.
Yeah.
And so I wouldn't say I had a following, but I had a consistent amount of folks watching
I understand.
my
I'm on
videos,
Facebook
right?
too, and I've got 4 or 5 people, excluding family members, who pay attention to what I post.
There you go, right? So I had a couple, and so I shot this video about this service member Marine Corps vet who had passed away with nobody, right? And so I shot this video, and it kind of blew up, man.
Yeah,
like
really,
it was,
really. Okay.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It was in the 5 digits of views.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Wow.
it went wild. It spread like wildfire. You guys even had it on. I did an interview with Jefferson.
Yeah, Jefferson Robbins. Yeah.
So I did an interview with him. I was on one of the local Hispanic radio stations.
Cool.
I was just pushing that information the best I could.
And what you were talking about was the fact that this Marine Corps veteran had passed away
with nobody
and was unaccompanied.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he
all right.
effectively, one of two things kind of happens there. Somebody takes those remains and they do.
Sure.
You know, or the VA takes them and they sit on a shelf till somebody else comes and gets them.
Okay.
I can't get them, which is crazy to me because I've been trying to work with the VA to do these things.
Yeah.
And it's really kind of become complicated.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah. Okay.
So anyway, we do this funeral service. Well, instead of just, a couple of people showing up, I made a bunch of phone calls, connected with all these people. Jose kind of was feeding me information as to what's going on. Hey, they're struggling to get this. So I'd call and make things happen. They weren't going to, the Marine Corps recruiters or whatever, there was some confusion there. We got that figured out. We got the fire departments to kind of come in.
Yeah.
We got them a police escort. We got all these things.
Cool. Very cool.
We got I think the combat riders up north came down.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, we got 200 people.
And
at
you were
this
the
funeral
driving
service.
force behind organizing all this, right?
Yes.
Okay. Good for you. Good.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So we, at that point, my mom and dad are sitting there at the time. They were at the funeral service as well, and like, you need to go up there. I'm like, no, I'm not going up there. Like, I'm leaving. Like, I'm done with this. This is I did this for this reason. I don't need anybody to know who I am. And I went to leave. And while I was leaving, I was stopped by Jefferson. I was stopped by several other people. And like, this happens more often than you think.
Yeah.
And so my mom was like, she's like, I don't know why you did this, but you need to figure it out, and kind of pushed me to. So I kind of figured out why I did it and all the things. And so that's kind of where it started.
Okay. So this has kind of become an internal passion for you, huh?
Yeah, I think it's absolutely absurd that we just let somebody pass away who gave everything for this country and then just throw them on a shelf like the VA does.
Yeah.
Like, so among other things that we have as issues in the veteran community, we have several different programs. So we have.
Well,
go ahead.
before we go there, let's take our mid-show break.
Okay.
Because this is a good place to start when we come back, is talk about the programs that you have. But hey,
Sounds good.
Street Talking other stuff. Talking with Cortland Martin. He is the driving force. And what is your official? Are you executive director of Tour of Duty?
I'm actually the president and founder.
Okay,
So-
he's the grand poobah of a veteran
we'll go
support
with that.
organization called Tour of Duty. We're going to take a quick break, come back, talk to us some more about their programs. But Street Talking other stuff. You stick around. We will be right back. So.
Tour Moses Lake just a gas tank away. With its abundance of outdoor activities, Moses Lake is a great place to visit. From fishing and boating to exploring the city's attractions, there is no shortage of things to do. Whether you're enjoying any one of the variety of restaurants with the family or an adventure-filled day with friends, Moses Lake has something for everyone. TourMosesLake.com and start your adventure today.
Settle in for summer savings on stressless furniture at Boswell's. Right now, get a $100 instant rebate for every $1,000 you spend on stressless recliners, sofas, and accessories. Plus, save $50 on stressless Laurel and Mint dining chairs or home office chairs. Shop Boswell's, 2915 Easy Street in Wenatchee.
Now there are even more reasons to meet at the Pybus Market. Outdoor dining and tastings, the fabulous Farmers Market, Saturday artisans on the concourse, and your favorites all week long. No matter the reason, it's always time to meet at the Pybus Market. Pybus Market, where community meets.
Remember when you could afford to have fun on two wheels without breaking the bank? Maybe you started on a Honda Z50 or a Trail 70 or one of the most popular Hondas of all time, the Trail 90. Well, Honda and Doghouse Motorsports are making fun affordable again. Introducing the Honda Monkey, the Dax, and the new updated Trail 125, all featuring fuel-injected 4-stroke engines with electric start. The best part of all, they are affordably priced under $5,000. Whether you're just getting started or you want to get back at it, Doghouse Motorsports has you covered.
Okay, we're talking with Cortland Martin on the Street Talking Other Stuff show. Cortland is the executive director, president of the Tour of Duty organization, which is a veteran support organization. You say you have a number of services.
We do.
Okay. I know we talked about you initially getting involved in this to help an unaccompanied vet who didn't have any family handle the funeral. But there's other services as well. So
absolutely. So we have several different programs. We'll start with our outdoor program. Mm-hmm. Our outdoor program takes vets and it gets them back in the outdoors. When I got out, it was a struggle bus, and it was not fun. We won't dive into that, but it was really tough. It was tough on myself, my family, everything. And so, what I found was a buddy of mine, Chris. He reached out and
Chris who?
Man.
I know Chris. Chris and I are friends.
So Chris Mann is a good friend of mine, and he reached out, and him and I started talking, and he got me into duck hunting.
Yeah, him and his family, him and his dad, big time hunters.
Yeah, so I was in the outdoors before I joined the service. Right. It's really, really hard to be in the outdoors actively as an active duty service member. Okay. In most cases, right? Yeah. There's some folks that have the time, and then there's just most that just don't.
And probably there's a lot of bases where you're stationed.
Yeah, getting a gun on base is not fun.
And I think probably doing a little exploring in the woods off the deck of an aircraft carrier probably is not.
Yeah, a little tough for sure. And they don't let you fish off the back of an aircraft carrier, contrary to popular belief. Yeah. So anyways, Chris got me out in the back in the outdoors. Started with duck hunting,
right?
And I'd never been duck hunting. My dad wasn't a duck hunter. My grandfather wasn't. And I'll tell you what, when you got ducks flying at you, just square in the face, and it's just something else. So he came in at a pivotal moment in my life when I had just gotten out while going through all that the struggles. And so he kind of helped me with that. And then as things came together for the nonprofit, I'm like working with a nonprofit consultant, I guess is what she's actually called.
And I was going to ask you that if you had help setting this up.
Yeah, I had to.
Used to run one myself, and I know it's a process.
Yeah, I had to. I knew nothing about it, and I still don't know anything near what she knows.
Okay.
So she's like, you got to have other programs, man. That's not going to do it.
Right.
I'm like, all right, that's not a problem because we can do X, Y, and Z. So we started our outdoor program, getting vets back out hunting, fishing, all sorts of things, whether that wants to be hiking or you know, I'm going to go hunting, but we're just hiking with a rifle, really. Right. Okay. Right? So sometimes that happens. So we got our outdoor program. We have what we call our R&R program.
Okay.
Which is probably one of our most popular. We serve many folks with that. I couldn't even give you a number right now, but we are doing a giveaway a month, roughly. Sometimes it's 2 or 3. But we send veterans or active duty out to dinner or breakfast, lunch, a weekend getaway, whatever it be.
So this is something for them and their spouses?
Yes. And sometimes we do family. Like we just gave away $150 to the Eastmont bowling lanes, right?
Okay.
That is for food, whether you guys want to do a couple pizzas and sit down and go bowling, or if it's just food, maybe you guys come in and do 2 dinners or something, right?
Great.
Or maybe you just do a whole day of bowling and shoe rentals.
Yeah.
We did that. So that's for your family, right? We've done a hotel out in Spokane, and we've done, in combination with the hotel, we've provided a gift card for the Steam Plant, for instance, another popular restaurant down in that way.
Okay.
So that R&R program is really designed to get you and your significant other reconnected.
Sure.
When I got out, there was a struggle there. it was like, no, just leave me alone. I'm dealing with this.
I used to work for Central Washington Veterans Counseling, and so I know for many times the re-entry, how difficult that can be.
It's brutal.
I mean, because it's a vastly different life.
100%.
So, all right.
So I found in my position, getting out, that was something that we pushed aside.
Right.
So that other things could happen, right? The affordability, it was another nightmare when I got out because I had to work through the process and fight with the VA via a state representative just to get my severance check, just to get my VA disability enacted. Yeah. So I knew that the struggle of actually being able to go out to dinner and sit down and have a face-to-face with my significant other, my wife, was just not financially the smartest thing to do. Right. So especially now, you sit down, it's tough to get something that's affordable.
No, big time. Tell me about it.
So we've sent folks to shock teas. We've sent people just all over, and I find that's really helpful.
Yeah.
We get folks that are super grateful for it, and we try and focus on folks that have never been served by the nonprofit, because those who have served, they understand the importance of it, and so sometimes they get served again.
Yeah.
But our focus is trying to get those who have never been served before.
Okay. So how are you finding your clients? Are people applying, or are you out? It sounds to me like there's a little bit of going out there looking for them.
Yeah. So my wife and I we'd often go out on a date night.
Right.
Much like you, I'd see somebody with a veteran hat on. I'd approach and say, "Hey, you guys, thank you for your service," that type of thing. Oh, thanks. I'm like, tell me about it. And the last one was like, oh yeah, I was in Vietnam jumping out of airplanes, whatever it was, right? I'm like, all right, well, hey, tonight you guys enjoy your meal. I work for a nonprofit.
Really? And you take care of it right then and there.
Right then and there. I'll tell the waitress, or I won't say anything. Even better. I love it when I can identify a veteran and just, walking in, you see him, it's like, oh, he's got a vet shirt on. Oh, he's wearing a veteran hat.
Right.
And then I might ask the waiter, like the waitress or whoever, I'm like, hey, if you could find me 3 veterans in here today with their wife and kids or whatever it be, husband and wife, we're going to take care of the bill today.
That's cool.
And
then do you let them, I mean, I know you're kind of doing it so they're surprised when it comes to pay, but then does the white person tell them somebody from tour of duty handled this for you?
I struggle with that.
I think you should.
I do from time to time. Let them know that, like, we did this, like the nonprofit as a whole, right? But I still struggle with it because I'm not doing it for the attention.
That's just the thing. Well, Courtney, it's not that you're saying, hey, I did this for you.
Sure.
What you're saying is that we've got a veteran support group that does this type of thing.
Yeah.
That's different. And you need to get over that.
Trust me, there's plenty of things I'm working on, right?
I bet your wife has told you the same thing.
My wife is probably my biggest supporter, as she should be, right?
Yeah,
Being
of course.
my wife. Honestly, if it wasn't for my wife, this would not be happening. My wife is, I work 4 12s.
Yeah.
So 12 hours a day, 4 days a week.
Yeah.
Not always. It used to be just 10s, and now they're just ramping stuff up. So I get off work and I'm pretty beat, and then it falls to the weekends, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, to manage family life, acreage, my wife and I's relationship, right?
And your kids,
kids, and then a nonprofit, and it gets more. There's more to this because we're currently in the process of starting a new program, as well as I'm currently in the process of trying to change the way military folks separate from service, which is a fight with the government, which we all know how that's.
So what is the current process for that?
For the starting of a new program?
No. The current process, just briefly, what is the issue with them separating from service?
Well, I got out in 17. So I can only imagine what it's like now. But at 17, in 2017. I went through a TAPS class,
right?
And it's a course that you go through, and they bring people in, and they kind of talk about who they are, what they do.
Yeah.
They then call it a TAPS class, and you go through, hey, this is how you get your paperwork and where you need to go. There's job opportunities. There's a few of these other things.
Okay.
We'll scratch the surface of information.
Okay.
It's not very helpful.
Okay, so what do you want to do with that particularly? Do you want to set up your own program for when people get out?
That's a whole nother show, Mike. That
Okay,
is,
all right, okay.
That
Well,
is so deep.
We'll plan on that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is so deep. It's insane. It has to start with the government that changes the way we get out. And what I want is the guy that's serving in Japan or stationed in Virginia or Texas. I want the military to say, hey, it's time that you have decided, or the military has decided amongst their processes, right? It's time for you to go home. You've got 8 months, 6 months left. We're sending you to your next location now.
Right.
So when you go in, let's say I start in Washington. If I'm stationed in Virginia and I separate, they effectively pay for my home port move, or my transfer home.
Right.
Okay. I can move from here, the duty station, to anywhere within the continental circle of,
Sure.
right? Unless I'm in Japan, they're going
Right.
to send me all the way back home as
Right,
well as my
right.
goods. I want the military to do it 6 to 8 months earlier.
Do it earlier to be able to reassimilate back into
Yes,
their
why
environment.
not?
Yeah, okay.
Send
yeah.
them back home.
Yeah,
They've done their
makes a lot
time.
of sense,
They're
sure.
excited, or maybe they're scared. Whatever the situation is, but they probably got a wife and kids to get reacclimated to military or a civilian life when you were all guns blazing and doing all the things.
Sure.
Let's get them back home. Yes, they are still active duty. Great.
Yeah.
So assign them to the nearest station.
Yeah.
Ask very little of them. They're still to uphold their urinalysis and their behavior and all the things, right, that they would be responsible to while they were at this duty station. Bring them back home.
Okay, makes sense. But listen, before, I don't mean to interrupt, but how
Sorry.
can people contact you and what help can people do for you? What do you need? Okay, how can people find more about your organization?
Yeah, so we are on Facebook. We have a public page.
Okay.
We have a private page.
that's
We
just
didn't
under
finish
Tour
our
of Duty.
programs, but yeah.
Okay.
So our tourofduty.org is our website.
All right.
There's a contact page if you want to help, you want to donate. There's that avenue.
Okay.
You can also follow us on Facebook. We have a public page. If you're a veteran, there is our Tour of Duty veteran community, where you basically input your information and we accept you into the group.
Okay. All
And
right.
then you have access to our giveaways, our hunting, fishing trips, our R&R trips,
wow, cool.
that type of stuff. And that way, we're trying to focus on who we're trying to serve, right?
Yeah, I would imagine loved ones could contact you if they have somebody who feels would benefit from some of the
Yes,
services
absolutely.
via that way as well. So.
If you've got somebody that you want to nominate for something, or you know a veteran in need,
Okay.
you can always reach out on any avenue. I check my emails so regularly.
Okay.
It's,
All right,
it's
great.
ridiculous.
Sounds good.
And all that feeds into my emails. So so we covered our R&R real quick. R&R, outdoor, unaccompanied. We have a support program, which is what we like to do with that is annually, at least once a year, we put together a bunch of care packages and we send them out to folks that are deployed.
Okay. Oh wow.
I think
that's
this
cool.
year we did like 28 of them.
Okay.
And
And
they're
that's
not
something
cheap.
I'm sure. Yeah, I know. That's something I'm sure you'd appreciate the public donating to.
Yeah, I mean, if they
all right.
wanted to throw together a couple boxes.
So when is the next time you're going to do that?
It's not scheduled.
Okay, all right. Well, maybe next time you're getting that set up.
We
later
try
in
and
the
post it
year.
on our Facebook groups and our pages.
All
Yeah.
right, but you can contact me and say, hey, Mike, we've got this coming up.
Oh, perfect.
But do it as soon as you can, okay? So
Okay.
we can, because I try to keep my schedule full a couple months in advance, that type of thing.
Okay. Yeah, we could put together a box and people can donate things
All
to
right.
it and we can come pick it up and pack it. My living room looks like Walmart just exploded when we do these things because we send them out and it's, a medium to large box and it's just full of stuff.
All right. Well, Cortland, hey, I want to thank you very much, both for your service, what you're continuing to do.
Appreciate it.
I'm a big one on people living a fulfilled life, okay? And I know you're busy. I know you have family, and I know you're probably putting your family first. But in this environment, social and economic, we have the responsibility to help other people. You
Agreed.
are big time living up to that, okay?
Appreciate
And
it.
I'm proud to have you on, and I mean it. Contact me when something's coming up.
Sounds good.
We'll have you back on.
Thank you.
But hey, Street Talk and other stuff. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you being here. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.